Hello everyone, welcome to our Chanukah Kabalat Shabbat with US TV. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining with the lighting and with the Kabbalat Shabbat as well. I'm joined with the wonderful and amazing Yuval Havkin is going to be playing along with myself. Please do sing along too from your own homes. Please do sing the songs if you're familiar with them and join us together as we celebrate Chanukah and Shabbat at the same time. We're going to begin with lighting the menorah, and as you can see I've got a little menorah over here. The candles are a bit floppy, but hopefully they'll stay up as the service goes on. Just a brief idea about Chanukah before we begin, before we light the menorah. As we know, Chanukah is a festival of hope. Chanukah is a time when we remember that as a Jewish people, we thought we wouldn't survive. The Greeks had taken over the temple, the Greeks had taken control over Israel, and they were persecuting us. We were not allowed to practice our religion, we weren't allowed to be Jewish. And Matityahu, together with his sons and others, rose up against the Greeks and miraculously was able to defeat them and drive them out of the temple. And they came to the temple and there was no oil left. They miraculously found a little jug of oil, and miraculously that oil, which was meant to last for one night, lasted for 8. To me, the message of Chanukah is one of hope, but also one of survival. We remember and we recognize that just like the oil, we as a people shouldn't be here where we are today. There are so many times in our history where we should have been wiped out. There are so many times in our history where it didn't make sense that we as a Jewish people would survive and still be here as we are today. In Chanukah, the oil reminds us of the miracle, not just of the oil that occurred those 2,000 years ago, but the miracle of who we are today as a people, alive, vibrant, people of God, people whose mission it is to be a light unto the nations and spread that light to the world. Please God, we should internalize that message this Chanukah. And as Chanukah and Shabbat combine, this message should be clear to us and the world at large. So I'm going to begin with lighting the menorah. As I'm in a studio and not in the shul, and as it's actually slightly too early to light the menorah, I'll say the blessings, but I won't say them with God's name. I'm going to say them in a more educational form. But if you know the blessings, please do sing along with me as we light the menorah together. Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvosav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner she'el Chanukah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoseinu bayamim hahem ba'azeman
Amen.
As tonight's going to be the 6th night of Chanukah, lighting 7 candles in total, the shamash in the middle, starting from the left-hand side, which is probably your right. Light the first of the 6 candles. Almost done. So together with Yuval, we're going to sing Hanerot Halalu. Please join us. This is a new one for us. It's a bit of a mashup between the English version and the Israeli version. It could go horribly wrong, or it could sound really good. So you be the decider of that. Yuval, you start and I'll join you.
הנרות הללו אנו מדליקים,
הנרות הללו אנו מדליקים, על הניסים ועל הנפלאות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו, שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם, בזמן הזה,
על ידי כהניך הקדושים. בכל 8 ימי חנוכה הנרות הללו קודש הם, ואין לנו רשות להשתמש בהם אלא לראותם בלבד, כדי להודות ולהלל לשמך הגדול על ניסיך ועל ישועתך ועל נפלאותיך.
Thank you, Yuval. I think that worked. And now we are in for a treat, everyone. We have a bunch of schools. By the way, special shout out to Thomas Belovsky for putting this all together, I believe. We have a bunch of schools, in no particular order, Emmanuel College, Wolfson Hillel, Ilford Jewish Primary, and Matilda Marks have all come together to sing Ma'oz Tzor for us as a one large community. Please welcome all these schools for Ma'oz Tzor.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. That was unbelievable. A huge round of applause from behind your screens, everyone, for all these schools. Once again, that's Emmanuel College, Wolfson Hillel, Ilford Jewish Primary, Saxmore Asham, Matilda Marks. Kids, you did a wonderful job. Tamara, thank you so much. And parents and grandparents, you should continue to have so much nachas from those wonderful children of yours. One more song on Chanukah, then we move on to Kabbalat Shabbat. This is a song that I hope you know. I think everyone knows this song. Please join me for Al Hanissim, where we sing about all the miracles that God has performed for us, not just then, but now and every day. Nisim v'yala purkan v'yala gvurois v'yala tshuvois v'yala milchomois shel sisol avoseinu bayomim ha'im bazman hazeh Al hanisim v'yala purkan v'yala gvurois v'yala tshuvois v'yala milchomois shel sisol avoseinu bayomim ha'im bazman hazeh Nisim v'yala purkan v'yala gvurois v'yala tshuvois v'yala milchamois she'asisa l'avoseinu bayamim ha'em bazman hazeh Al hanisim v'yala purkan v'yala gvurois v'yala tshuvois v'yala milchamois she'asisa l'avoseinu bayamim ha'em bazman hazeh Nisim v'yala purkan v'yala gvurois v'yala tshuvois v'yala milchamois she'asisa l'avoseinu bayamim ha'em bazman hazeh Al hanisim v'yala purkan v'yala gvurois v'yala tshuvois v'yala milchamois she'asisa l'avoseinu bayamim ha'em bazman hazeh. Thank you, Yuval. More Chanukah songs to come as we do Kabbalat Shabbat, but Shabbat's coming and it's around the corner, and I've got to get home for Shabbat as well. So we are going to continue with Kabbalat Shabbat. Please join me, as I always say. Open your hearts, open your souls. Let's welcome the Shabbat together. Of course, we're not actually bringing in Shabbat because I'm going to drive home after this, but this is a pre-Shabbat, Kabbalat Shabbat service. Please join me and sing the songs together with myself and Yuval. Lechune ranena ladoinoi Noria letzur yisheinu nekadema fanav besoida Asher b'yadei machkarei aretz v'safei sarmlei asher lehem Arbaim shana akut bedor v'oimai ram tayelei vavheim v'heim lo yadu derachai asher nishpati bi'api im yevayun el menuchasi. Please join me. Shiru ladoinai, shir chadash, shiru ladoinai kol haaretz. Shiru ladoinai baruch shemoi, basru mi'yom le'yom Yeshuasoi. Sapru v'goyim kavoidoi, b'chol ha'amim nifloi sof. Ki gadol ladoinai, umhulal me'oi, noi rahu, al kol Elohim, lai lai lai, ki kol le'homim, lai yalilim, v'adoinai shamayim osa, hoid v'hodor, lefanov, v'itz v'siferes b'mikdoshoi, havul adoinai mishpachoi samin, havul adoinai kavod v'ois, havul adoinai koevoi ארץ קודש חילו מפניו כל הארץ אמרו בגויים אדוני מלך עבדי כהן תבל ואל תימוד יודעים עמים במישרים
ישמחו
השמיים וסגל הארץ הירם הים לילה ליום לוי יעלוי סודי וכל אשר בוי לי 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 אז ירדנו כל עצי יער לפני אדוני כי בא לשבוי את הארץ ישבוי תבל בצדק וימים באמונו סוי לי 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 ישמחו עם רבים ישתחוו לו כל אלוהים שמה ותשמח ציון ותוגל נא בנויס יהודה למען משפטך אדוני כי אתה אדוני עליון על כל הארץ מויתנה ליסה על כל אלוהים Oy have Adonai sinura Shoy mer nafshoy chasidov miad reshoim yatzilem Oy rezoru al tzadik uli yishrei lev simcha Simchu tzadikim b'Adonai v'hoidu lezecher kodshoy Mizmor shiru l'Adonai shir chadash ki nifloi zasa V'shiyaloya mihinoi u'zeroya kodshoy Lai 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 hoidi Adonai Yeshua soy Leili agoyim gilot tzidkasoy Zochar chastoy v'emunah soy Leveis Yisrael ra'u kol afsei haaretz Eis Yeshua Eloheinu Hariu l'Adonai kol haaretz Pitzchu v'rananu v'zameru Zamru l'Adonai v'chinor v'kol gimrach Machatzois voice v'kol shofar Hariu lifnei hamelech Adonai Yiram hayam umlor Tevel v'yoshesh v'vach V'haroi simcha v'chav Yachad ori Yeranenu lifnei Adonai kiva Ishboi chorez Yishboi tevel b'tzedek V'yamim b'meisharim La 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 Adonai Malach Gezuamim Yeshev Krovim Tanu Torrents. Thank you everyone for joining in so far. We're about halfway through, almost at Lecha Dodi as well, so please continue to sing along with me. And please do keep those comments coming up on the screen. It's nice to see all of you out there and where you are watching from. So please do comment on your screen, whether on YouTube, whether on Facebook. Tell us where you are, where you're watching from, and wishing you all a happy Chanukah. Continue with Moshe V'Yara Mechanov, as I always say, my personal favorite. It's a song which evokes incredible feeling and meaning. We talk about Moses and Aaron and Samuel, who all cried out to God in their times of need, and God answered every single one of them. The Chanukah story, what better story than the Chanukah story to show how true that is for every single one of us and every single generation. We cry out to God at times of need, at times of pain, and God always, always answers us. Oy shev yaharoin v'koyachno Ushamuel b'koy reishamoy kohirim el Adonai v'hu Yanei Biyamudanan Yedaber Aleihem Shomeru Eidoisav V'choy Knosan Lamoy Adonai Eloheinu Ata Anisam El Noisei Yisalahem V'noikei Malali Loisam Roi Mamu Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Eloheinu Mizmor LeDavid Havul Adonai b'nei Eli Havul Adonai Kavod v'ois Lai 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 Havul Adonai Kavod shemoy Shtachavul Adonai Badras Kodesh Koil Adonai Alamoyim Mela Kovoid Hirim Adonai Almayim Rabim Koil Adonai Bakoya Lai 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 Koil Adonai Behodor Koil Adonai Shoiber Arozim Vaishaber Adonai Esar ze alvanoin vayarkidem kemo yegel leva novoin vesiryoin ke novoin ben reimim koil Adonai choytzei b'avoisesh koil Adonai yochil midbar yochil Adonai midbar kodesh Koy loy 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 ma yesoy yeroy uvecha lo boy kuloy merkav lay 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 Adonai lama bul yashavay shevadonai melech le'olam Adonai yoytz liyamo yitena Adonai yavarech samoy v'shaloi Nilay lay 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 Nilay lay 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 Nilay lay 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 Nilay lay 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 Wonderful to hear you all from behind your screens. I can feel you singing along with me. Continue with us on Lecha Dodi, the most famous song of the Kabbalat Shabbat service. Come and welcome, come my beloved, to welcome the bride, to greet the Shabbat. Shabbat is referred to as a bride. Shabbat is the Jewish people's bride, in the same way that the bride and groom have a special relationship between them. The Jewish people have a special relationship with Shabbat. It's not just something we do, it's not just something we keep, but it's something we feel and deeply value and deeply appreciate. And that's what we are singing about at Kabbalat Shabbat, and that's why this song has made its way into being the most famous of the Kabbalat Shabbat songs. As it's Chanukah, we're going to do a Chanukah-themed Lecha Dodi. So we're going to begin with the tune for Ma'oz Tzur. Give me a key, Yuval. Any key? Lecha Dodi likras kala B'nei Shabbos nekabela Lecha Dodi likras kala B'nei Shabbos nekabela Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad Hishmiyanu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shmo echad L'shem u'siferes v'lesila Lecha Dodi likras kala B'nei Shabbos nekabela Likras Shabbos lechu v'nelcha Ki makor ha'baracha Merosh mikedem nesucha Soif maaseh b'machshavot tefila Lecha Dodi likras kala B'nei Shabbos nekabela Mikdash melech ir melucha Kul mitzai mitoicha hafecha Rav loch sheves b'yemek habacha V'hu yachamoy lo laichem lo Lecha Dodi likras kala B'nei Shabbos nekabela. What do you reckon, Yuval? Should we be a bit different over here? Should we change the tune? Able to do Al Nissim for these two? His nari meya farkumi Livshi big day to far techami Al yad ben yishai Beisalachmi Korva el nafshi ge'ala Lecha Dodi likras kala B'nei Shabbos Na'ine kabla Lai 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 Lecha Dodi likras kala B'nei Shabbos Kabbalah Soirari, Kifaire, Kumi Oiri, Ori, Shir Daberi, Kavoid Adonai Alayit Nigla, Lecha Dodi, likras kala, B'nei Shabbos, Na'ine kabla, Lai 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 lai. If there's any kids watching, children, do you know any song about a dreidel? Have you learnt in school or in cheder from your parents or from anywhere else a song about a dreidel? Yes, I think I'm hearing it. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. I have a little dreidel. You know it well. Please join me with this tune for Loi Tevoshi. I have a little dreidel. Loi Tevoshi veloi sikal mi. Matish toichachi umatemi Bach yetzu ani yami V'nivne soir al tilo Hay Lecha Dodi likras kala B'nei Shabbos nekabela Lecha Dodi likras kala B'nei Shabbos nekabela V'hayu limshisai shoy sayich V'rachak ukol mevalayich Yasis alayich Eloi hayich Kim sois chason al kala Ay lecha dodi nikras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Lecha dodi nikras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela. Last one. Yamin esmo'ol tifroiti V'yesad oinoi tariti Al yadi ish ben parti V'nismecha v'nagila Ay lecha dodi likras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela Lecha dodi likras kala Pnei Shabbos nekabela. Thank you so much, everyone. We are not quite done yet. Just a few more songs at the end. But wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom. I wanted to end maybe on a slightly different beat. Yuval, we're going to maybe do a song which people know, which is they're familiar with. A song about Shabbat. V'sham Rubinei Yisrael to Shabbat. I think it gets people into the feeling. And I'm going to rush off back to Hadley Wood. By the way, special shout out to Hadley Wood Jewish community. If you are watching this live stream, don't think that you've done your Kabbalat Shabbat. You still need to come to Shul later for the service in Shul where we have hot latkes waiting. If anyone else wants to join us, we have loads of hot latkes for anyone that wants to join Hadley Wood's Kabbalat Shabbat service. But Hadley Wood, you are not off the hook. Special shout out to you guys. We're going to do V'sham Rubinei Yisrael to Shabbat, recognizing that Shabbat is something which we the Jewish people have kept for centuries, for millennia, and it's something which keeps us going too. V'shomeru v'nei Yisrael es ha-Shabbos na'asois es ha-Shabbos ledoiroisom beriso olam Lai 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 Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael Oy silei olam Ki sheishes yomim Asa Hashem Es hashomayim v'yes haaretz Yoim hashavim shovas vayinofash. I just had this thought. There's a song which has made its way back in recently. It's a very old song, but it's made its way back. There's a special dance to it too as well. So we're going to end actually not on Mashamru, on Umeiniach Big Tu Shabbat Avram Free. Please join me. This is the very final song before I hand over to Yuval, so I can make it. Oy leyamidu shnei yoinek, leyamidu shnei yoinek, zecher lemasei v'reishis, ay ay ay, umeiniach b'kedusha. Ay leyamidu shnei yoinek, leyamidu shnei yoinek, zecher lemasei v'reishis. Top a key. Umeiniach b'kedusha, ay leyamidu shnei yoinek, leyamidu shnei yoinek, zecher lemasei v'reishis. Lai lai lai, umeiniach b'kedusha, ay leyamidu shnei yoinek, leyamidu shnei yoinek, zecher lemasei v'reishis. That's all, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Yuval is going to continue to play a few songs after I leave, some Chanukah songs. So please stay on and watch as Yuval entertains us all. That's it from me. Wishing you a Chanukah Sameach, a Shabbat Shalom, a Chanukah of miracles, of light, of hope, and a Chanukah where we the Jewish people can once again remember our mission statement of being a light unto the nations and showing the world what it means to survive to survive against all odds and be the people that we are. Chanukah Sameach, Shabbat Shalom.
So, we still have a few minutes before Shabbat comes in, probably more than a few minutes. So, and wishing Rabbi Akiva, thank you very much for being with us, and Shabbat Shalom. Really lovely performing with Rabbi Rosenblatt and the Hadley community for the community. And Shabbat Shalom for for everybody else, and for you, our great viewers. Shabbat Shalom, bye bye. And Chanukah Sameach, and I'm going to sing a few songs, and please join me. ימי החנוכה, חנוכת מקדשנו, בגיל ובשמחה ממלאים את ליבנו, לילה ויום סביבוננו יסוף, סוף גניות נאכל גם לרוב, העירו, הדליקו, נרות חנוכה רבים, על הניסים ועל הנפלאות אשר חוללו המכבים, על הניסים ועל הנפלאות אשר חוללו המכבים. ניצחון המכבים נספר נזמרה, על האויבים כי ידם אז גברה, ירושלים שבה לתחייה, עם ישראל עשה תושייה, העירו הדליקו נרות חנוכה רבים, על הניסים ועל הנפלאות אשר חוללו המכבים, על הניסים ועל הנפלאות אשר חוללו המכבים. You probably know this one. נר לי, נר לי, נר לי דקיק, בחנוכה נרי ידליק, בחנוכה נרי יאיר, בחנוכה שירים אשיר, בחנוכה נרי יאיר, בחנוכה שירים אשיר. סביבון סוף סוף סוף, חנוכה הוא חג טוב, חנוכה הוא חג טוב, סביבון סוף סוף סוף, סוף נסוף כה וכה, נס גדול היה שם, סוף וסוף כה וכה, נס גדול היה שם, סוף וסוף כה וכה, נס גדול היה שם, סוף וסוף כה וכה, נס גדול היה שם. סביבון סוף סוף סוף, חנוכה הוא חג טוב, חנוכה הוא חג טוב, סביבון סוף 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 נסוף כה וכה, נס גדול היה שם, סוף וסוף כה וכה, נס גדול היה שם. חנוכה, חנוכה, חג יפה כל כך, אור חביב מסביב, גילי ילד רך, חנוכה, חנוכה, סביבון סוף סוף, סוף נסוף, סוף נסוף, מה נעים וטוב. שבת שלום everyone and חנוכה שמח.